So we're having like serious technical problems with filming today, and I don't even know why, but you will see. I'm just pre-warning you now. My camera is just not working. My ring light is way overexposed. Like, I feel like the majority of filming. Oh my god, I just don't even know. It's not my day. I'm so sorry. So I'm just going to pre-warn you now. If anything goes weird, sorry. Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. So if you're new here, hello, my name is India. I run British Beauty by India here on YouTube. If you take a scroll through all of my videos, we basically hit everything. Like, I do everything from skincare, makeup, basically my life. Amazon. Love a bit of Amazon. But obviously today we are here because you have come across my Tretinoin series. So this is quite late on in the game. Obviously, if you're interested just in the makeup half, please continue watching. However, I'm going to link my playlist up here so you can start from the beginning. If you're following along with me, hello, welcome back. How are you guys doing? How is your journey going? Today is my big 2-month update. It's been 2 entire months and I feel like I'm still on week 1. Actually, no, I don't feel like I'm on week 1 because week 1 was fine. I feel like I'm on week 3. We'll get to skin update in a minute. I have got quite a lot going on in this video today, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to like link the timestamps down below. So like if you want to know products, that's down below. If you want to know about slugging, that's down below. If you want to know basically my skin update, down below. If you want to know makeup, down below. I just feel like if you don't want to watch the entire thing, I'm going to give you guys a choice in this one because I know it's quite a lot of information. So let's get going. I went shopping. So like I said in the last video, I was going to go and buy Skinoren. I have done it. However, I also bought a lot more. But before we move on to the products, one thing I want to say about the Skinoren is I actually went into Boots the other day, and you can't just go into Boots and get it, which I thought you could because it's like over the counter. It's actually not. So the Boots Acne Clinic is like quite a literal clinic. Like, it gets approved by a doctor and then you get prescribed the prescription, and then Boots will issue you the prescribed product. You need to log in or create an account, and then you need to do the questionnaire, and then basically it'll get approved and then it'll just get delivered, and its delivery is for free, so that's cool. It's £16 for Skinoren, and yeah, it just gets posted through my door. I ordered it yesterday. Yesterday's Wednesday. They said it should come by Saturday. Like I said, I ordered it last night and I got the prescription through this morning. Therefore, they're going to send me the product. So it works really quickly. So if you're interested, go have a look. I'm going to link it down below anyway. But yeah, I did buy Skinoren. It just has not come. So first off, I'm going to talk about what I got in Boots because it's just obvious. I felt like my Clarity Tonic is just not working as well as like what I would have expected from like a salicylic acid. I think it's kind of done its purpose for the first, you know, whatever, like this beginning bit where my skin's been really quite sensitive and I was basically too scared. So I think for really sensitive skin types, that is a brilliant tonic. However, for me, I just wanted something more. I'm going to go back to my Paula's Choice, but not yet. So what I decided to try was like a higher percentage of salicylic acid face wash because it's not going to stay on my skin for a long period of time, but it's more than the CeraVe. So anyway, this is the Roche-Posay Effaclar. I hope I'm saying that right. The Micro-Peeling Purifying Gel for Persistent Imperfections. 2% salicylic acid plus an LHA. That is a lipohydroxy acid, which basically is a derivative of salicylic acid, if my brain serves me right. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying that. I basically got it because it's 2%. Now, yes, I have used this. No stinging, no nothing, whatever. I will let you know how I get on with this. But I just wanted something stronger, but then still in like the face wash range. I also bought this. Now, I'm really excited about this, and I have used it, and I really love it. So the reason I picked this up is because its selling point is specifically for damaged dry skin due to acne products, basically for Tretinoin. I was like, wait, hello. So this is the La Roche-Posay Effaclar H Multi-Compensating Soothing Moisturiser, and it's long-lasting comfort. Okay, wait, now I'm going to get it up and I'm going to read it to you because like this is the selling point. Right, it's not cheap, I'm super sorry, but in like the grand scheme of things, like this is £17. That's really cheap for me for a moisturiser. It's only 40ml, so I would say it was like middle range price point for when it comes to like drugstore like Boots, but whatever. This is what it says. Are you ready? So a soothing moisturiser for oily skin made fragile by over-drying treatments and medication. It's specifically formulated for oily skin that has become weakened by harsh acne medication and drying skincare in adults and teenagers. The multi-compensating moisturiser intensely soothes skin whilst not aggravating blemishes. Non-greasy, quickly absorbed for additional comfort. Moisturiser that soothes acne-prone skin made weak by blah 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 blah. So active ingredients. The formula is enriched with niacinamide, renowned for its soothing care. MP lipids help to build up the skin's natural barrier against external aggressions, and then it's got 5 ceramides, which reinforces the skin's hydrolipidic, I hate that word, and bisabolol helps soothe red skin. Now I actually haven't ever heard of bisabolol. Wow, that's a word. Anyway, so it's actually very relaxed when it comes to its actives, but then again it hits you with like your most needed ingredients, niacinamide and ceramide. Like, you can't get any better. Obviously it's got its thermal spring water in there. However, I would have liked to see some zinc, because zinc, oh my god, zinc is so good for helping the skin heal. I know my product I always love, I'm going to put it here because I've forgotten the name, but I do talk about it when I go into getting ready. That is one of the best healing products I have found. So this and that, laughing. I love this. It's so lightweight, which is exactly like what I do not like. I bought it and I put it on and I was like, bollocks, it's like a lotion. I hate lotions. Like, I really love thick, heavy creams. However, it soaks into the skin so beautifully, and like, it's so moisturizing for such like a thin cream. This is like a really good find for me. I am so happy about this, and I just came across it like randomly. Love you. I'll obviously let you know how that goes. You know I love my soothing skin balm and blah blah blah. Like, it's all fine and dandy for being in the house, but obviously now I'm back at work, I need that kind of like oomph of healing without the basically like grease. Okay, so next up it is Amazon. Obviously I went in and I bought some more of this. This is just the best thing ever. Like, fuck everything else basically. This is a Bioderma micellar water. It's for the sensitive skin types. The reason I bought this is because basically what I do use to take my makeup off is the Nivea biodegradable skin wipes. They have never bothered my skin up until I started using Tretinoin. The burn here around my eyes is just incredible. Like, I can't use it. So I was like, okay, so I'm just gonna go back to my Bioderma. So this is 500 milliliters. Then this costs like £10.80 or something like this off Amazon. Just look at Amazon when coming to buy things, because in Boots it was £10 something for the 250 ml. So you basically get double the amount of product for the same price on Amazon. I'm not saying that's always the case on Amazon. Like, I looked obviously for all the Roche-Posay stuff. It was cheaper in Boots for it. But obviously the main reason I bought it is because this does not irritate me at all. Now, I went a bit crazy on Amazon because now that I'm back at work, I have to wear makeup, okay? I just have to. It's part of the job. It's part of my contract. I'm not getting into it. And the other reason I started Tretinoin at this point in time is because everyone wears masks at the moment. However, at work, we don't have to. We get to wear it's like a visor, but it goes like on your chin. But basically you can see all your face. I have to now wear like a full face again of makeup, and I have been so like anxiety driven that I'm basically making my skin worse because I'm going back to all my heavy makeup. Now, I know I'm going to sound like your mum. I'm so sorry, because I sure as shit sound like my O. But makeup is so bad for the skin. Like, I'm not even, like, don't even get it twisted. It's shit for the skin. It blocks your pores. It stops your face from breathing. Yada, yada, yada. It's crap. And I cannot bang on enough about how important it is to make sure all your makeup is off your face. And when I say all your makeup is off the face, I mean, like, okay, fine, use makeup wipes, I do, but don't just ever use a makeup wipe, because it doesn't actually take your makeup off. It basically just like half of it off and then moves the rest around your face. If you've ever used a makeup wipe and then obviously washed your face afterwards, you're still gonna get makeup on your flannel. I triple cleanse when it comes to this kind of makeup. Like, I kid you not. I go in either with a makeup removing solution, i.e. the Bioderma, or I go in with a makeup wipe and I get rid of the obvious makeup. Then I go in with a beauty balm and I get rid of the rest of it, and then I cleanse my face. I make sure every scrap of makeup is off my face. Anyway, feel like I just had like a moment. Just wash your faces properly, get the makeup off. That is my point. I hate it. I hate when I see people just literally using makeup wipes. Like Aphrodite will be turning over in wherever Greek tomb she is in with people just using makeup wipes. Like, it's not okay. I have the reusable kind of like cotton wool type things. I hate them for removing makeup. I just do. I feel like I have to go through like 5 or 6 of them to actually like make the makeup come off my skin. So I found these. I'm sure you guys have seen these. This was like $6.99 and it came with 4 including a headband. They're basically like the face halos, but they're not branded, so they're obviously a lot cheaper. I'm sure you've seen them. Like, I would never just wash my face with just water. I'll give it a try just for like shits and giggles, but I don't. But basically it's a microfiber thing and it's thick, so I feel like I'm not going to use multiple ones of these just to get my face off. The other things I got is because basically after taking my makeup off, I still find that there is makeup residue on my skin, and I hate using my like proper flannels for my makeup. I literally use a flannel once and then it's gone. So I went in and I bought these. Again, this is like £6. They're just literally microfiber fleece makeup cloths, and you get 10. And they look like this. Little square things. So in my mind, I can go in with my balm and then like use these, and then that's it. It's done. I don't care. It's not my flannel. I know you're probably sitting there going, you are so high maintenance using three different removal kind of things. Yeah, I know, but makeup is so bad for your skin and I need to get that shit off because I wear makeup a lot and I also wear really heavy makeup a lot, so I do not take this lightly. Okay, moving on. I feel like that took way too long for what it was. Now I want to give you a skin update because, like, let's be real, that's why we're here. You're gonna see my skin in a minute when we get ready. Like, there's not really much to report. It's basically exactly the same as it was last week. As you'll see, like this thing, like this bit of dermatitis, whatever, has been completely cleared up, thank the Lord. I was struggling with that for the longest time, and like literally I used my cream like twice overnight and it's gone, and I can't believe I struggled for weeks with that without even thinking that that's what it was. So I want to touch upon slugging because I feel like it's like going around right now that slugging is like this new thing, and it's specifically really good for dry damaged skin, i.e. what you get through tretinoin or benzoyl peroxide. Like, it's so good for things like that, and I feel like it's getting a real hype right now, and I don't know why, because this is nothing new. It's driving me insane because like my YouTube like homepage is just full of slugging. Should you do it? Should you not? What is slugging? What's it all about? I think it's just because like the name is new. I'm not entirely sure why they've called it slugging. Slugging is basically you putting lip balm on. Like, it's the same thing. It's a really inclusive barrier that basically stops upper dermis water loss. Like, that's it in a nutshell. Anyway, I was like, okay, so I'm gonna give this a go because I use slugging on like a regular basis, especially with my benzoyl peroxide or like peeling skin. I'll like literally whack on like a really thick layer of my Eucerin or my Pure Potions balm. Like, that's basically slugging in a nutshell. I've watched a couple of videos on it. It looks cool, whatever. Like, I watched one video of someone using Vaseline on their face every day for 5 days. No, I wouldn't ever suggest that. I would suggest using Vaseline as like an inclusive layer. However, you need to put your actives like underneath it, because she was just putting like bare Vaseline, and no. Slugging works because basically it locks it in. So like, you want to put your shit on underneath and then lock it in. Like, that's the point. You don't just want to, I mean, you can like wash your face and then like lock in that kind of water and moisture. But obviously it's much better if you wash your face, your skin, or steam your face, and then you go in with your hyaluronic acid and then your like 3 oiled moisturiser and all this, and then lock it in with an inclusive layer. Anyway, that's what I've been doing to prove a point, and it's been really, really, really good. Like I've said, my peeling is continuing. It's still bad. It's not really bothering me, but I keep getting really dry patches, like here specifically. So what I've been doing on the nights that I haven't been using my Tret, so every other night, I've been washing my face like usual, going in with my Alpha H, going in then with my Drunk Elephant Virgin Marula oil, and then literally a thick layer of the Eucerin, the Aquaphor Soothing Skin Balm, and like leaving it. And I must admit, it's, yeah, it's good. Like, my skin in the morning is pretty juicy. The only thing about doing that, I think, really uncomfortable to sleep with like a really greasy face. I just feel like it's disgusting. And I feel like I've had to swap out my pillowcase like every other night because I just feel like all that oil and shit is just on my pillow and it's rank. So what I've been doing is putting it on like maybe a good 2.5 hours, 3 hours before bed and just letting it really start going, because I'm not a back sleeper. Obviously your ultimate goal is to do that and then like sleep like this for like however long you sleep, and that's the ultimate dream. But no, I sleep on my face and I sleep on my side and that's it. I don't think I sleep on my back at all. So yeah, no, other than it just being gross to sleep in, I cannot recommend slugging enough for people like us who is dealing with quite serious skin damage, theoretically. I'm going to link one of my favorite videos down below so you can have a look. Okay, time for the makeup. So before I go and show you that footage, I just want to say that obviously the most important thing about makeup application when your skin is like this is obviously your skincare. Skin prep is everything. So as you see, I go from benzoyl peroxide to the salicylic acid mask. Now ultimately what I would have done, and what like I'm going to do later, is I would have steamed my face and then I would have put a really lovely moisturizer mask on and like lock in all that moisture. However, that's really unrealistic when it comes to getting ready in the morning and then getting out. So like, I've tried to make it as realistic as possible, and I think putting on benzoyl peroxide for a little bit while you have your breakfast and have your coffee and then literally 15 minutes for a freaking salicylic acid mask is not asking too much. But obviously getting in all that moisture afterwards is so important. Going forward watching it, you don't have to use the same products. You don't need to go, oh my god, okay, so I need this foundation, I need this primer. You don't. We'll get into it. I feel like I'm really rambling and I've lost the plot. So as you can see, I've got my benzoyl peroxide on, and then I've also got my Aquaphor Soothing Skin Cream Balm, whatever it's called. I've had a reaction to my benzoyl peroxide as of yesterday, because basically I don't know why I do this. I don't know why I've not learned that I can't do this, but I cannot put benzoyl peroxide on my neck. I've got quite bad spots on my neck, and I was just like, I can't stand these anymore. They're driving me insane. I went and put benzoyl peroxide on, and I am now reaping the benefits. Whatever. So I'm going to go and take this off. I'm going to go in with my Bioderma. You guys should know what this is by now, right? Like, let's be real. Alright, so I'm literally just going to clean the face. I'm not going to wash my face because you do not want to like over cleanse. So this basically takes everything away. Or it takes enough of it away for it to be clean. The reason I'm saying don't over cleanse your face is because I actually washed my face already today. I washed it this morning to take off like last night's stuff, and then have gone in obviously with my Aquaphor and then my benzoyl peroxide, so I really don't want to wash it again. So what I'm going to do right now is literally go in with like warm water. I'm going to go in with the ordinary salicylic 2% mask. Now the thing is with this, your skin has to be like bone dry, so wait for your skin to be bone dry. So I'm not going all over with the mask. I'm literally going to spot treatment these, and then obviously my T-zone because every little humps. And yes, I always go in with a brush. Like, I can't stand going in. I mean, I don't mind some masks with my fingers, but the majority, yeah, no, not a thing. Right, normally I would hit my neck, but not today. I like how I was like, I'm literally going to go in and do my T-zone and I spot correct, and then it's like basically my entire face. Right, so I'm going to let that dry for 15 minutes and then come back and do the rest. Right, so it's actually 10 minutes. But yeah, it's been about 10 minutes basically till it dries. Like, I'm not even going to get into like the you shouldn't need that on for whatever, like, let's be real. So like I said in the other one, the best thing to do is wipe it off. Don't like rub it off because it's got little exfoliating things in it. I don't know what it is. I don't necessarily think it's anything, but it is kind of gritty. Let's write on my best description. I'm really sorry. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Oh dear. Right, so when it comes to washing your face, like the best trick in the book is to go in with your cleansers dry, or if it's for your second cleanse, like semi-dry. Obviously, like, you don't need to be ridiculous and like wait half an hour to do your second cleanse. I say this a lot. and I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot, but just for this series, because I feel like I haven't said it for this series. Obviously water creates a barrier, so if you want to get like the best out of your cleansers, especially if you've got one with actives in it, best thing to do is to go in on a dry face. So anyway, the cleanser that I have basically fallen in love with, this is the Roche-Posay Effaclar Gel Purifiant Micro-Peeling Gel. This one. Unpopular opinion, my CeraVe hydrating cleanser has started to really irritate my skin. And when I say irritate my skin, I mean, I feel like I get chemical burns from it. And I don't know what that is, because obviously I still go in with my actives, you know I do. Like, I don't even pretend. I.e. this has got like a 2% salicylic acid, amongst other things. This has happened like 3 times now, so I've stopped using it because I thought maybe like the first time I just basically over cleansed and I overdid it. But no, it's been 3 times now and I've literally ended up with like what feels like chemical burns on my cheeks. Like, it's mad. I've got that once before and I overdid it on benzol. I don't know why it's caused that reaction, but if it's had the same reaction to you, let me know, because I feel like I'm, I don't know, 1 in maybe like 3 million people that have that kind of reaction, because it's just not supposed to. It's not in any way supposed to have that kind of reaction. Like, people use that for a reason, like it's supposed to be super gentle, yet it's giving me chemical burns. Like, look, I'm fine. I'm using like a seriously active cleanser and my skin's fine. But for some reason, I'm telling you, when I put it on, holy shit balls, it burns. It burns my face so bad. I was like, no, this is wrong. Something's really wrong. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you've had a similar experience, so I don't feel completely on my own and basically weird. Right, so I'm just going to let my face like semi-dry. Coffee break. Obviously, I'm going to go in with my Pixie Clarity Tonic. I do love this. Will I be repurchasing? No, probably not. No, I think if you're super sensitive, you'll love this. But I just think my skin can tolerate a lot more. You can go back to my usual Paula's Choice, and then obviously the 5% Pixie Glow. Next up, obviously, I'm gonna go in with my Alpha H. This is the Hyaluronic 8 Ultra Filler. This is, yeah. I feel like I mention this all the time, and I'm sorry. It's just banging. Right, you should always wait around 30 seconds between products. It's just the thing. So, coffee break. Next up, I'm just going to go in with my moisturiser. New moisturiser of the moment. This is a Roche-Posay. This is the Effaclar H Hydrant. No, wait. I always read the French, but I don't even know why. Sorry, so this is the Multi-Compensating Soothing Moisturiser. Long-lasting comfort. We talked about this earlier. This is it. While that dries, I'm just going to talk to you about this product, because I've mentioned this a couple of times, because like the whole mask situation, like the masking situation, this is what I bought, and oh my god, it's just amazing. Like, this cream is just so banging for so many different reasons, but the one thing, it's just, I feel like it really protects my skin. Like, it makes that barrier between my skincare and my makeup, and I've not really ever found that in a product, like ever. So this is the Avene Sickle Fate Restorative Protective Cream. I've never had an issue with heavy makeup, light makeup, anything. It rubs in really well. This cream is just everything to me at the moment. It's helped so much. I've used it with stick foundation, cream foundation, obviously like normal fluid foundation, powder. Like, I've not had an issue with any of my foundations, and you know me. I use The Ordinary, I use NARS, I use Laura Mercier, Iconic Stick Foundation, Huda Beauty. Like, I use so many different foundations, just depending on my mood. And this has worked with all of them. All of them. I kid you not. We're gonna stop and we're gonna move on. So that is it for skincare. I know it's very simple, but it's bloody banging, and I'm telling you, it's the most important step. We are going to move to the bedroom, and then we're going to talk primers, because again, oh my god, such an important step. Let's go. Right, so okay, this is going to sound really high maintenance, but there's a reason to my madness, I promise you. But I do go in with 2 primers. The reason being is because obviously I'm super dry, like here, but then basically my usual oily self in my T-zone. This is not uncommon for me anyway, like bar tret. My favorite moisturizing primer is the Emma Hardy Amazing Face Protect and Prime, and this has actually got SPF in it. I don't know how much it is. This is beautiful. If you want a lighter weight one, the Too Faced Hangover one is freaking amazing. It's either that or this. They are my 2 favorite hydrating primers. Anyway, so I'll go in with this literally here, and then obviously my neck. My neck's just always dry. And then literally just a bit here. My face looks really red. I don't know if it's because of my ring light. I'm not sure. Anyway, this and my Ordinary are 100% my top favourites for like mattifying pore primers. Oh, I love them so much. But today it is the Rodial. So this is the Rodial Instant Filler Primer. Love this one. It's banging. Oh my god, it smells amazing. Tiny bit goes a really long way with this primer. When you see the price tag, it's not as bad as it looks. Why is my face gone funny? Why do I look like I've got like mist covering me? I think it's back to normal. What? Like, I don't even understand what just happened. I googled it and I think even Google thought I was crazy. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know where I was. I'm just gonna... This is not a beauty blender, I think that's where I was. These are absolutely banging. I'm going to link it down below and I'm going to put a picture here because I've forgotten the name. There's like 5 beauty blenders, like I kid you not, they're exactly the same. For like £8 off Amazon and they're absolutely amazing. I came across them and there's like 17,000 reviews or something. Amazing, best £8 I ever spent. Okay, anyway, so I just like to go over my primer, which is basically now soaked in. Anyway, thank you for that camera, just to get it all smushy. My face is really red, I don't know why. I think it's because I'm stressed. I'm so stressed about my camera. I just feel like everything's going wrong today. You're gonna think I'm super high maintenance, but I actually go in at the moment because of my skin with 2 foundations. Okay, I know, I'm sorry. Don't even get it twisted, like these are staples of my makeup bag. Like, this is nothing new. You know, my all-time favorite is the Ordinary. This is their coverage foundation. My color is 21P medium. And then another favorite is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. My color is Stromboli. These are like the best foundations. This is beautiful and this is beautiful, but this is like too moisturizing and then this is like too dry, so I mix them together and voila, the most amazing consistency. So I actually like to go in first with the Ordinary, like literally 1 pump. And what I like to do is, because we're peeling badly, is like I don't mix the foundation into my skin. I will literally dot it. You know what, I'm just going to show you. Dot it all over the face like so, and then I literally blend it all out with the blender because I don't want to move what is underneath it. And also because we're peeling, like I feel like sometimes I mix it in and then it starts to peel the skin off and I'm like, that's so gross. Okay, next up, the NARS. I know, you're probably sitting there going, you're such a weirdo, but I have to wear quite heavy foundation on like a daily basis because of work. And when you're peeling from Tretinoin and your skin is just basically fucked from Tretinoin, trust me, it's method to my madness. You can see I'm focusing more on my oily bits. Okay, so obviously in no way do you need to go in with like this much foundation. You just like, if you're new here, my name is India. I like full coverage foundation. If you guys are my returning subscribers, you know. It's not really about like the full coverage, it's more about the technique, i.e. not rubbing your foundation in, using the right kind of primers for the right parts of your face. Like, it's not always just like one product fits all, it's just not. I hate my lips like this. I feel like I have bumhole lips. Oh, I hate it. Ugh. I come from a generation where we used to put foundation on our lips at school and like, oh yeah. I'm going to be super high maintenance. I have 2 concealers. This would, like, I'm sorry, I just would not be me otherwise. I do have a spot concealer and then I also have like my under eye concealer, if I could find them. Right, so to spot conceal, banging. This is the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. I love this for spot concealing because it's not too dry, it's not too heavy, and it's not too matte. It's just perfect. I'm literally just going to go in and just do these freaking spots that are driving me absolutely insane at the moment. Under eye. This is just the best of the best, like, don't you get twisted. This is the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer. My colour is in Cookie Dough. Oh my god! I love you. Give it a minute before we go in and settle that. I know, you're probably thinking, set it with powder, dry, scaly skin. Wait, just wait until the end, okay? I promise you. I know. what I'm doing. Right, so this is going to sound really kind of contradictory. Thing with powders is like you need to get yourself like a really good hydrating powder. I know it's like non-existent, trust me, I have searched, and it is pretty non-existent, but the best one that I can find or have found, especially for dry skin, is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This is the best hydrating, less cracking, less drying powder I've ever found. This is it. I'm sorry, I need to do my lips. I cannot deal with myself looking like this anymore. I just Anyway, let's get this powder on. Right, so I always like to, as I've been sitting here complaining and doing like loads of weird crap, I love just to quickly go over that foundation because it's obviously settled in like basically every wrinkle I have on my face. Right, now I'm going to go in with like a really light all over. Dabbing it everywhere. Well. Voila. So I'm going to go and do the rest of my makeup off camera because it's really irrelevant to the video, and I will be back with the finished product and the trick of a lifetime. So, right, we are back. So this is nothing actually new on my channel, so if you've seen this before, because I've spoken to you about it before, sorry, I'm about to say it all over again. But when it comes to like dry skin, and especially like I can already see my peeling. I don't think you'll be able to see on camera, but I can see it in my mirror. The best thing I can do, especially throughout the day, like not so much now, but I'm going to put some on anyway just to show you, but throughout the day as that skin basically starts to like suck all the moisture from your face. So what I'd like to do is go in with this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Oil. Dry skin people, this is your best friend, like without a doubt. I don't actually use this like as a primer. I just don't. I actually don't like it as a primer. However, to put it on top of makeup, sweet Aphrodite, this is freaking amazing. I mean, it is so beautiful. Like even before I used Tretinoin, this was like my trick because I love beautiful glowy skin. Now that's really quite hard if you like a full face of makeup. I literally put a couple of drops on the back of my hand, as you can see, and then I'm going to go in with like the clean side of my beauty blender and just dab that all in. Get it all onto that sponge. Are you ready? I'm going to do one side of the face and then you can see the other. This is going to be quite tricky because obviously my skin hasn't really dried out as much as it would do during the day. I'm just going to show you like how beautiful it makes the skin. Now obviously a lot of people are like, I cannot believe you're putting oil on top of makeup. Now the thing is with this is actually a formulated oil to be used with makeup. Like the reason it exists is to be able to work well with makeup. How beautiful does that skin look? I mean, this is nice, but like that's just, oh my god, it's so beautiful. Right, I'm gonna have to go and do the other side. Like I can't. It's like the best trick in the book, I swear. And it's not gonna separate your makeup, I promise you. I mean, if you go in quite heavy-handed with it, I'm pretty sure you could probably like shear your makeup out, like you've gone into too heavy-handed. This will probably shear it out a little bit. Hello. Now that we've done the makeup, what I'm going to say is if you're going to go out, you know, you're going to go about your business. When I leave the house, I will take a form of powder. Of course I do. This is my favourite powder to take out of the house. This is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. This is Dim Light. Now what I literally do is I literally go in with my blend and then like tap those oily bits because obviously I don't like a matte look. So this is kind of like the best thing. And this like here, it's amazing. I will take this and then I'll take my beauty blender in like a little sandwich bag, and obviously I'm gonna take the oil. That and that's all I need. It's like the best of the best on the go. I think my makeup probably stays like this beautiful for about half an hour, and then basically it's a shit show after that, so I have to keep touching it up. I just do until my face like goes back to normal. Is the best combination I have found, but I'm going to keep repeating myself just so I can reiterate and like get it into your heads. The most important step is obviously your skincare and your priming, like 100%. That's the most important step. Obviously what foundation you use is going to make a huge difference, and especially like powder, baking and things like that. Please do not think that you need the products that I've just showed you. You need to work with what's good for your skin. If you're obviously going to go in and set it with powder, try to like steer more towards the moisturizing. I know that sounds so stupid when I say that. Like you avoid baking powders. Basically baking powders are like the most drying powders. I know Laura Mercier, their powder powder is like cult, but holy shit balls, it's the most drying powder ever. You need to stay away from those kinds of powders and move towards like MAC. Hourglass Veil finish is really beautiful. Obviously the ambient lighting one is really nice. Hourglass do really beautiful powders. I know they're expensive, but they are banging. Those are the top ones I can think. And then kind of like your middle ground is probably like the Too Faced Born This Ethereal Setting Powders. If you guys have like tips, tricks, let me know. Like, what do you do? What makeup do you use? What formulas do you find the best? So comment, let me know. Find me on Instagram, you know the drill. That is it for today's episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. I want to sit here and I want to say, because this is the plan, that this is going to be the last month going forward of my Tretinoin updates, just because I feel like once we get to that 3-month mark, I don't need to do weekly updates anymore, because I think it's just a bit too much. And I've already noticed a slowdown of what's happening with my skin. Like, not really much to report. So this is it, last month of weekly updates, and then we'll go from there. As always, thank you so much for watching, especially if you watched the whole thing. Thank you. I know there was a lot. So going on from there, everything I have spoken about, said, product, everything will be linked down below, including where I get my Tretinoin from. Also, if you have any questions about any of it, please comment down below, ask away. And as always, if you are on this journey too, or have been through the entire journey, you've got to a part, whatever, let me know. You have no idea how helpful it is to read someone else's point of view when it comes to using this kind of stuff, especially tips and tricks. So yes, continue, tell me. Find me on Instagram. My Instagram is This Is India Madeline. If you have liked this video, then obviously you want to give it a thumbs up, because it helps me know what content you guys are liking. And obviously, more importantly, if you have liked what you have seen here today and would like to see more, please go and subscribe. You have no idea how lovely it is when I see my subscribers go up and whatever. I really appreciate you guys. And obviously hit that notification bell, because I am a working mother. I know I have these Tretinoin series down to a T. It's always uploaded on a Saturday. However, I obviously like to upload other videos, but I cannot stick to a routine because I have no idea what I am doing the majority of the time, thanks to my job, being on furlough, and my daughter. So hit that notification bell, because then you'll get notified when I upload. Okay, moving on. So that is it from me this week. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I'm sending you so much love wherever you are in the world. I hope you are safe, I hope you are sane, and more importantly, love you guys. I will see you next time.